Sharp, or just throw it in the furnace.
You need limestone?
Come on.
Why is it so far, bro? Why the fuck is the limestone so goddamn far? You know what? I can just easily just go right back here. Just do this. I was just traveling from place to place, but honestly, this is starting to take too long. I'm gonna tell him I found this guy.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
It's nothing much. Let's just say I have my own agenda. And a goblin coin.
Oh, where did all the men
Get limestone. Don't tell me the limestone is the same location I think it is. Please don't tell me it's over here, bro. Bro, please. Oh, it's over here, okay. Oh, that was easy. Let me get that. Can I collect it? That's easy. What is that thing? It's by itself. Is it a bounty?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Seven needs.
I mean, I hear you growling, and I can't tell if that's like. Let's go check it out. Since I'm already here, why not? I don't know if that's a regular bird or is that a bounty, and it looks like it's a bounty though.
Let's go.
Because it's by itself and I see nothing else swirling around it. If it's a bounty, I'm not letting that go. I get a lot of money. It probably ain't stronger than me though, cause that other guy took out the 9 of knives. He was level 38, and that's because he was an A rank.
Straight home now.
Oh man, they're not that. They're just regular hell divers. That must be 1, 2 over there because how it's flying in the air. And I thought it was only one. Never mind, that's a waste of time. Not fighting them. Not fighting them, y'all. That's just a waste of time. Where's the other guy? He's over here. Like I always just travel here. And it'd be easy done. And I don't have to go anywhere now because my main mission is also over here too, so.
Master Lubor says Drake's Fang is full. Wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number one in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Nice. Goblin coin. Okay, it can be traded for a guild. Alright. On to the main mission then.
Master Lubor says Drake's fires.
Make sure I'm going the right way though. Ah, right here. I need Minkfoot River, south of Velcroy.
Looks like I found the river. Where's Gav?
I see the chocobo over there. He shouldn't be too far away.
So Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. Once Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of the stuff lying about just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
No, yeah, gather Stardust. We're going in the river to get it, right? And you say you get a Stardust out of the river. Of course, they can't go in the water, though.
Bet you 100 you'll find more.
I bet you 100. No, I bet you 100,000 that you wouldn't. I got that money like that. Look, guys, I'm not really in the mood to fight. I'm just trying to get this Stardust.
Be safe. So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
It look like sand to me. I can't even see it. I just see something sparkling. That's it. What's the rest of it? Oh, okay. Not about to be that. Where's the rest of Stardust? I wish I could go in the water. It looks very cool and relaxing to get into.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
10 to yield. I'll take it.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
All right. Let us return to the hideaway and talk to Blackthorn. And we're gonna wrap up this little quest with Mid, and then we might reach a stopping point. We might.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
I hope so too. Well, I actually don't, because if he sends me to another location and I get more side missions, then I'm not gonna complain.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You're beat sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Blackthorn, let me talk to you, man. Let's see what you got. See what you got. Oh, yeah, none of his swords. That's unfortunate. Man, I wish I had some. Boy, if I had the things to get them Drake Slayer bracelets.
And
Alright, let's go. On the bright side, though, I should have accumulated a lot of side quest coins, and I'm be able to go and get some new delivered items towards my way. Oh, Desiree. I think that's her name. Desire, not Desiree, but I think it's Desire, right? No, I think it's Desiree.
How may I help you today, Clive?
I know you got some goodies for me. Let me get it.
You earned this.
I know I earned it. Ooh, I like that one. I had 25 Bria claim 800 ability points. Yeah, let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that.
Come again. I may have.
Let me get that. A temporary increased type proficiency with each precision dodge. Oh no, that's mine I'm looking at. Increases combo damage by 5%. That's alright. That's alright. 3,000. I'm here, baby. I'm here. Here I am. That judgment boat. I ain't know. Wait, which one is this one? Wind up? Oh, okay, yeah. But I don't want to have to keep winding up my attacks and stuff like that. Should I upgrade heat wave again? Or should I try to upgrade? Nah, I can't upgrade that right now. I guess I'll upgrade heat wave again. If I master that bad boy, it's gonna be overpowered. I'm not getting rid of this. I want to judgment boat. Just can't beat that.
Oh yeah.
What's the other bounty? I'll make sure I stay away from it. It's tier 1. Yeah, I took care of the nine of knives, even though I didn't really mean to. I took care of them. The location? I don't know? The Breaker of Worlds? What the fuck? You don't even know the location of him. You don't know the location of this man. Is crazy. Nah, that's crazy. I don't know the location of bro. That makes it even more dangerous. That means I can randomly run up with it. Watch how I'm gonna be on the mission at some point and I'm gonna be traveling and I'm gonna run up with it on the random. And that shit gonna probably attack me as soon as I run up with it. I already see it.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
You don't even know her name. You gotta give her some respect or something. There we go. Helena.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
All right, let's go. Wait, where are we meeting at again? The ruins, right? Where exactly is that at? Ah, okay. I'm Lost Wing. That should be faster if I went through this location first. Let's see what we're getting pieces for the ship. That said, well, she said it perfectly fit. I bet not run up with the fucking what you call it either. I'd be so angry if I do. It's always S-class monsters are bound to be in places like this. Like, it's literally called the, what was it, Great Disaster or something like that, I think. Man, I ain't enough time to be running up with something like that right now. Out of my way. I have no time to be picking any fights with you. Oh, they're still trying to pick fights with me, wasting time. Oh, there she is. Helena, what we got?
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
A creature over here? What kind of creature? That can't be nothing too crazy.
Anybody home?
Yeah, chest. Oh, it's you.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
How unfortunate for you. Waste your time trying to hurt me though. I'm already stronger than you. Ooh. I see. Keep teleporting all you want. Look at him. Cooking his ass. Look at him. Look at him. Ooh. Look at you. Goodbye. Wasting your time. Kept trying to hit me with your lasers. You did a little bit of damage, but it won't gonna be enough.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Oh, we're going back already? That was fast. Back to the hideaway we go. I guess Mid's about to tell me the third thing she needs. This is the second part 2 of her request. I better get a hefty reward for this.
We're seeing troops amassing at every point.
Really? Already?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Hey, that's what's up right there. Meteorite, high clarity, man. Down here. I'm getting more and more stuff. Expand to renown to unlock. Let me get this. I need this. All that. 800 ability points for that. Hold on. Think I'm not finna spend no bad boys. Yeah, you're crazy. You're absolutely insane. I could upgrade this again, but then again, I don't think I really want to. The Flames of Rebirth? That takes a lot to upgrade too. That takes a lot to upgrade. I'm not really using that. Should I upgrade? No, should I upgrade the Raging Fist? Or can I save up and try to get this? I'm gonna save up and get that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Save up and get that. I'm almost there, mid. All I need is for you to tell me whatever the last thing you need. And as soon as you tell me what you need from that, then we can go ahead and wrap it up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Alright. These are easy missions. This is the reason why I'm still continuing getting through all Mid's missions. Mid's missions are always simple and very self-contained, so it's not like I really need to go too far out. If anything, if I go ahead and do any extra stuff, it's just for side missions. The only regret I have is that I can't sprint. What the fuck, you can't sprint in this game, bro? It's like sometimes I forget I can't, and then again I come to the realization that I can't again sprint. It's like, oh, okay. Damn it, I should have got that chest too. I saw it, but I didn't pay no mind to it. But oh well now. I'll probably run into it again later in the future. Boy, I got news for you.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
All right.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Who will accompany me? Jill, obviously. I never took. I don't even know Tarja. Can she even fight? I've never seen her fight. I've never seen her fight before. But I guess Jill, since I know she's capable, so I don't know about the other one. Not saying she's not, but I guess between the two of them, the smarter one would definitely be Tarja. So I think she'll be better off with you, bro.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Oh man, I always hate when my little controller dying thing just comes up, but it does tell me that my controller's dying, so I guess I can't really complain now, can I? Oops, my bad. Can't really complain now, can I? Jill says she's gonna wait for me in the Northreach, right? She's right there. Would you look at that? Alright. I'm just trying to get this little mission. So
where's Jill?
I'm gonna talk to her real quick though.
And what can I do for you?
Nothing, because you have not the weapons I need.
Keep
them pilchers nice and chilled.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
All right, cool deal, cool deal.
You'll not find a bruised.
Get some of those pepio nuts.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. Ah, yes.
Garlic and some pepio nuts. I can buy a bunch of those if needed.
Oi, don't touch anything.
Now, you don't tell me what I can and can't touch. What the fuck you think
That's
you
what
are?
want. Ain't.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
I'm sure she's doing well. That she's already bought everything.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Alright. Got everything we need. Had ourselves a small little lunch date, you know. Jill, Clive, you know, just chilling. Hope that boy Clive can survive to the end of this game. Well, he gonna survive to the end, obviously, but we already know. If you guys know, you know. He played a couple Final Fantasy games.
Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Yeah, I know, y'all know. Final Fantasy games, boy. Them MCs, they be going through it. Some survive, some disappear.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
And the quest is completed.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Yep, sure she'll be loving this. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. Oh snap! Hey, y'all remember that little commercial? This shit just came back to me. The little commercial. What's it, what, bro? T-Pain did like a little remix of it. Little McDonald's theme. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Let me get that. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Let me get that. That shit was fire. Good times, good times.
Seen troops amassing at every point.
Report back to Mid, and I'm not sure what my next mission is going to be after that. But I look forward to seeing her final end of the project and seeing how it all unfolds.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.